Well, Sonny.
Yes, how you doing? It's pretty
Good.
noisy here. Here we are in Orillia.
Right on.
So our freedom family, make sure you pray for us. We pray for everybody.
Right on.
I'll give it to Purple. There you go, you're live.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, how are
I'm
ya?
good. I'm Daryl. What's your name?
Crystal Peters.
Crystal. Okay, good. How you doing?
We're doing all right. Got to keep bumping around. We keep getting moved around.
What?
We started off at 11 and 9, and then we had permission from the owners to be there. They said you're on the road we were on was their road, so we're like, because I seen them, they were out working in the morning, so I called them over. They got a porta potty on this the other side of the fence, so I was like, hey, can we rent that porta potty? And the guy was kind of like, rent, and I was like, okay, can we use your porta potty? So then he was like, hey, let me talk to the owner. This was back on what, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. So he spoke to the owner. He said, yeah, you guys got the green light. Stay on the road. You're safe. Don't worry. Wednesday morning, we had the OPP liaison come up to me. She asked me what we're doing. I just said, we're protesting. Have you looked across Canada? Canadians are out across this highway everywhere. So they're like, they know, whatever. Next thing I know, the owners changed their mind and don't want us there anymore, and we've got to relocate. Funny how that happens, eh?
Yeah.
So then we had a trucking yard. We were in the trucking yard. Sunny showed you guys yesterday around the trucking yard we're in.
Yeah.
The owner here again, like we got the guy here. He's cool. He wants us here. He loves us. But there's a couple of different companies that rent in this one yard. And apparently one of the tire guy owners is not okay with it. I woke up this morning to all phone calls that unfortunately we have to relocate again. We've got to the end of the day to get out of here. So we've got an amazing man, Steve. He's beside me in his pickup. He had just pulled in. So we got to talking, introducing ourselves, and he said he lives in the area. So I let him know what's going on. He's a trucker, so he knows a lot of people in the area. He lives here, a lot of business owners. So I jumped in with him. We went and talked to a couple different business owners. Finally, we got one. He says, no problem. It's his own private property, like his house is on the land as well. He backs out over the highway. So he's going to let us go in there as long as, everything's good, kosher. We don't cause any disturbances, which we're not. It doesn't come from us.
Of course not.
We're good to go. So playing a little bit of bouncing around. We started off on the northbound side. Now we're on the southbound side, and then we're going up again. I think we'll still be on the side. Yeah, we're on the southbound side again still. So.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of an idiot would boot this out of their property like that. Like what the fuck, Like you should.
Yeah,
You
he
should name it who it was that wanted you out of there, and everybody should just avoid that company like the plague. We got to start doing that. We have
absolutely.
to.
Absolutely. So that's what we're doing. We're going to get the name of them because what was I going to say? I just totally lost my train of thought now. Oh, because that's what he did. He told the other guy who runs the yard, he said, if they're not out by the end of the day, I'm not paying my rent this month. So my first thought was, okay, let's all pool in together. How much is his rent? Well, his rent's like up $5,000 or so we're not doing that. So, but yeah, that was his stand. If we don't leave, he's not paying his rent. But what does he not understand? That, you know what, buddy? If we don't fight, you're not going to have any rent to pay. We're losing everything.
Is it a tire shop?
It's a tire shop. I don't know the exact name of it yet. As soon as my eyes open, this all happened, and I've been searching for a spot and everything. So I'm going to definitely find out who it is. And apparently he supplies tires to truckers and farmers. So I don't know how happy they're going to be when they hear.
Name them.
I'll get the name. Yeah, we'll get the name. We'll name them out.
Yeah, like guys like that, they don't deserve business from anybody on our side of the fence.
Especially not if you're getting business from the truckers and the farmers. I'm pretty sure they're on our side of this.
That's right. Yeah, like Fern says, boycott.
Yeah. I don't know what it's going to take for Canadians to realize that we're losing everything and fast.
Well, I do know what it's going to take. It's going to take them getting kicked out of their homes and
unfortunately,
not having enough money to put a pair of jeans on their ass and a T-shirt on their chest. That's what it's going to take. And then they're going to think, oh, Jesus, maybe those guys with the big mouths were right after all.
Yep. Maybe we should have listened to those crazy conspiracy theorists,
Yeah.
eh? Yeah.
No, I've
Yeah.
got no pity for assholes like that. I'm done being nice to people that are pricks like that. I just, they're the reason that we're here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? And that's the reason too. Like I used to always go out and do like my local rallies and stuff like that. And at the beginning, all the horn honking, even now, all the horn honking, like, yeah, we love it. It's great. We love the horn honking, but we know what we love more? If you'd get out of the car and come and stand with us, right?
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no more. We're 4 years deep into this. Like, you can't say you don't know what's going on at this point. You choose not to see what's going on.
Oh, definitely.
And I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. A lot of people say, well, you know, a lot of people are brainwashed. I feel sorry for them. You know what? Maybe at the beginning, but 4 years deep and with everything we're facing, no. The evidence is all around you.
Yeah, it's
No excuse at this point.
it's like some people have made comments on some of my posts, like that one that from out at Cochrane, Alberta, where there's 20 of those black suited goon and goo goo bastards in the ditch. They don't even have the decency to say hello to that guy that's trying to shake hands with them.
Their hand.
Yeah.
I know.
And then we have people that are supposedly on our side come on there and say, oh, they're just doing their jobs. You know, if they reach out and then it's going to look like they're on the other side. So what? It's like these cops, and I'll say this openly to every one of those bastards that are out there standing in our faces. If you think that when this NWO New World Order shit kicks in, do you think you're going to be exempt from them wanting to kill you the same as they want to kill us? They're going to be the first ones to go when they're done with them.
Absolutely. I say it to them all the time. Every time I'm out on the line, that's the first thing I say. I said, I don't understand. Do you not have children? This shit they're spraying in our skies every day, it's falling on you. It's going in your soil.
I know.
Your children are being affected. Like, well, I don't get it. Same with the pilots that are up there spraying us every day. Where are their children? They don't care. They're spraying over their own children. Like, what is going on? I can't even wrap my head around it.
Well, those militarized police, they're not police. They've gone beyond being police. They are now mercenaries against the very people they're supposed to protect. When they're out in that ditch like that, facing peaceful protesters and ignoring them like they're dog shit stuck on their combat boots, that isn't a policeman. That's a thug.
No. And it's not a fucking Canadian.
No, it's not. It's not.
That's not the Canadian fucking way, man.
They need to be called out on it. We can't sit quiet about this shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be different if people from our side were going out and provoking them, swearing at them, calling them down, challenging them to a fist fight or whatever. But I haven't seen anything like that once in the last 2 years. So why do they come out and confront peaceful people like that, and treat them like dog shit?
No, I know. When I woke up, what was it? That's what it was. When I woke up Tuesday morning and I seen that New Brunswick, Nova Scotia slept in their cars, and I seen Alberta was facing that line, I was like, hey, Ontario, like, we have to get up and do something, because our borders, we got the Quebec-Ontario border. For a lot of people in Ontario, that's about a 7-hour drive. Then we got the Manitoba border, which is like a 3-day drive. So I know a lot of people don't want to make that drive, but they want to do something. So that's why I was like, you know what? I know how a lot of people are feeling. Let's all meet in the middle ground then. It's the Trans-Canada. If we can't get to a border, then let's just get to the Trans-Canada. Wow. So I picked up here in Orillia, number 11. It's central to a lot of people. It's only a couple-hour drive. So that's what I did. I picked it, and the response has been great. It's been nonstop since we got here. My messages don't stop. We've had a ton of people come in, drop off food, set up a kitchen, like help us out, get started and everything. And we got a lot of people today coming up from Windsor. So it's a matter now of just getting situated. We just keep getting bounced around the highway, right?
Well,
and it's a matter of getting people out.
Thank you guys very much for doing that. I was actually surprised when I heard that there was one going in there, because it was supposed to be at borders, and that's what I thought was going to happen.
Absolutely.
But what you guys are doing is great. Thank you very much. And whatever you do,
Yeah.
don't quit. Don't give up. Let them keep moving you if you
No.
have to.
Yeah. No, I know borders. I agree. That was the plan. Everybody's at provincial borders. But I mean, if you know in your head you've got 100 people that you can get outside, but you can't get them to one location, but you can get them if you pick another. I called out to the board, like I called down to the not Nova Scotia, Ontario, Quebec, and I said, like, I want to bring everybody there, but the fact is, they're not going to go. So how about? And I ran it by them first, because like we all know how it is. If we have a plan and then one person goes and does something else, we're all like, what are they doing? We all said we're doing this, right? So I called out and I said, like, I'm thinking if we want to get more numbers on the highway, like let's just put a middle ground in Ontario. Let's see what happens.
Right on.
And that's what we did. And just people they've been coming. We need the people to come and stay. They come, they go, they come. Addition is plus, 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 not plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. We got to keep adding, right?
Well,
so we'll see. We'll see how we go.
That's true, but you have to remember too that not all people can stay there all day, every day. And so,
I know.
we got to give the ones credit that actually just, even if they do come for 15 minutes, it's better than them not coming at all.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, if nobody came at all, I'd be sitting here by myself with like 5 people. So
Exactly.
I'm definitely grateful for every person that stopped in, that's brought food, that's brought paper towel, every single thing. Even just to stop in and say hi and give a hug, it does. It really does mean a lot. And that hug feels good when you're sitting out.
Oh, yeah.
So
see, I'm in the same boat here, too. I'm in Dauphin, and the closest border protest for me is about 4 hours from here at the Saskatchewan border. And then the other one, it's it would be a damn near 6-hour drive for me to get to the Ontario border where they're set up. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm sitting here in Dauphin. I got my phone, I got my big mouth, I have access to Todd's platform here. He's been really good. I can set up and go any time of the day or night. So that's what I'm doing. And
awesome.
I'm probably gonna make my way down to that Saskatchewan border. I'm not sure when, whether it'll be tomorrow or Sunday, but I'm gonna try my damnedest to get down there and visit those guys and do a day down there at least.
Nice. But, yeah, they'll like that.
Until then, I'm gonna keep doing this with my phone. It's reaching a lot of people.
It is. Absolutely.
Yeah, I did a interview with one of the fellas from the Saskatchewan border there the other night at 10:30, and by morning I had almost 500 likes on that video.
Nice.
And that's more than I've ever had. I just started doing this for myself.
Okay.
And I'm getting people from all over the world watching me, and
you came through my feed the other day.
What's
Yeah, you came through my feed the other day. You were interviewing one of the borders there. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I'm following. I've been watching.
Well, I'm gonna keep doing it. We have to keep fighting back against this bullshit, and if we stop, we're done.
That's it. That's 100% it. We can't stop, especially not now. I mean, right now, it's the first time in a long time I've seen the country working together in unison without worrying about groups or this or that. Everybody just went to the borders, got on that Trans-Canada, province to province. Here we are, right?
Yeah.
Have you talked to the other borders besides Saskatchewan? Have you talked to like the Ontario, Quebec, and them?
I'm in contact with some people from that Ontario, Quebec one, but we've had trouble. They tried with 4 different phones yesterday. Yeah. Jammed.
Yep, they're having problems getting their signal out.
Well, they're jammed. The cops are there with a Goonie Goo Goo box in the trunk of one of the cars there. They have to be.
I think New Brunswick and Nova Scotia was having the same problem. I was messaging back and forth with Dottie, and it took her like hours. She was like, I'm sorry, I can't, nothing's coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we live in a free country, don't you know?
We haven't been free for 50 years or more.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm an
and
old part. I'm 63. I've watched all this shit for years, and I've always been sort of the black sheep.
Yeah.
You know, I've been trying to tell people that all this bullshit was on its way years ago. And,
You know what?
you know, I've paid the price. People think I'm crazy. A lot of them won't listen to me. My whole family has disowned me. My Rolodex of friends have spun around 3 or 4 different times. I've literally lost hundreds and hundreds of people out of my life for taking the
For trying to
stand that
warn
I
them.
do. And you know what I
Yeah.
say to all of those people? Fuck you.
Yeah. They're
I
going to
know
see one
I'm
day. I
right.
say the same thing.
I
Yep.
know I'm right. And if you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like it, then we're not friends. Go your way, I'll go mine. I've had to,
Yeah.
it used to bother me to cut people free, but it doesn't anymore. If you don't have anything positive to contribute to what I'm doing or where I think we're going, then I have no time for you. I
Yeah, I
don't,
agree.
I'm not going to spend time arguing with people that don't want to see what's right in front of them, and they can go their way and I'll go mine. That's self-preservation.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Self-preservation,
You know?
100%. I
You know?
know it's crazy because my mother used to tell me this stuff back about 25 years ago. She caught on to what was going on somehow, and she started to tell me all about it. And I was with her, like when she would tell me about the deep state and this, I believed everything she said. But then when she started talking about, like, you know, we're not going to have cash money and they're going to be like poison dropping from our sky, acid rain, and all this stuff, I'm like, do you go outside and say these things? Like, what?
Yeah.
And then when she passed about 12 years ago now, and when this all started up and whatever, it took me a minute, but then I was like, oh my God, this is what she was talking about. And now when we start to talk about digital money, I was like, oh my goodness, she told me this 25 years ago. And here we are. Here we are. So
Well,
everybody's
that's what
going
I try and
to,
tell people too. Uh, like, I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything. I maybe sound like I am, but uh, I know there's lots of people out there like me that have seen all this stuff coming, and I know they feel like I have for years. That for years I thought I was crazy. You know, why do I think
I
like
can
this?
imagine.
But then,
Yeah.
you know, more and more shit has come out in the open, and it's like I'm not crazy. I saw this coming. It's just everybody kept telling me I was wrong, and I
Yeah.
thought maybe I am wrong.
Yeah.
But now I know I'm not. I never have been about any
No,
of
I
this.
don't. I felt the same way, even myself, when I started to like realize everything. You know, some days you wake up in the morning and like my first thought would be like, no, this is crazy. That's crazy. I'm on the crazy train. I got to get off it.
Yeah.
And then after 5 minutes of being awake, you're like, oh no, okay, what do we got to do? We got to get the people. We got to do something. Got to warn them all. So it is. It's even at the beginning. It's a roller coaster. Even it's an internal fight with yourself because you're like, seriously, this is. It's hard to believe that this is real life. It's hard to believe. I said that Tuesday when I was debating if I was going to get up and come out and do it. And I was saying to my girlfriend, I said, I can't believe this is real life. I can't believe this is real life right now. Like, we have to every day go out and fight our government trying to kill us. They are killing us every day. There's no two ways around that. They're killing us.
All of
They've
them.
killed.
It's not
Yeah,
just some
all
of
of them.
them. It's
All of
all
them.
of them.
All of them. The
You
whole
know,
system was put in place to hold us down, to harm us. None of that was ever to help us. It's all of them. The whole system, every institution, the schools, the fucking, all of them, the hospitals. None of them's here. None of them are here to help us.
not anymore. No, no. I seen a news story yesterday. I'm Métis, and I belong to the Manitoba Métis Federation.
Nice.
And yesterday, I opened up my news feed and I saw a picture staring back at me that almost made me puke. We have Trudeau and our 2 Métis senior officials with their arms around that scumbag. He's in Winnipeg getting people to sign on to that housing deal, which is the beginning of the 15-minute cities. And these two clowns, the president, David Chartrand, and his assistant, Goodon, are standing there with their arms around that rattlesnake. And it pisses me off, and I have to say something. Because so many people seem to think that different levels of different governments are on our sides. But it's exactly a picture like that that tells me No, they are not. And Daryl, you are right. They are all working against us. There is no doubt of it now, from top to
Nope. Nope.
bottom. The provincial governments are lockstep. The local governments, people don't understand that in a lot of the small towns and municipalities, they've installed those stupid bike lanes where they've taken out
Yeah.
part of the street out of service and put curbs in so bicycles will run. Well, we have
Yeah.
that right here in our little town. And I never see any bicycles on those tracks. And you
No.
know where the money's been coming from? The friggin' United Nations. They've come in and they've bought out our local municipal governments. They've
Yeah.
given them money to set up bike lanes and all these other bullshit sustainable projects that are nothing but a control factor. They're not there
Yeah.
for our health. It's there
Nope.
to condition people to get rid of their vehicles and ride bicycles 10 minutes from their little cubicle that they're going to give us. That's what it
That's
all
right.
is. And I can't get people to wake up and smell the roses.
No, I agree 1000%. Everything that there is nobody, no level of government that's for us. Even when they give us, like, some people will go and they do their municipals and stuff, and they'll throw a dog a bone. They'll throw you a little win to make you feel like, oh yeah, look, we're working with you. That's just that's a show, man. That's just it's like giving a baby a
It
soother.
is. Meanwhile, they're shoving laws in the back doors, prohibiting people from having chickens and small farm animals on plots of land in the country. That's got nothing to do with food safety. None of it does. It's all about control. They don't want you being independently able to grow your own food and keep a community going. They want to destroy all of that. And people need to smarten the fuck up and read through the lines. They do. They have to smarten up.
You don't even have to read through the lines so much anymore. They wrote a damn book telling us what they're going to do. Like, they tell us what they're doing and people still can't see it.
I know.
I had a lady comment yesterday on my live. I didn't get back to her. I have so many comments to get back to, but I'm not sure what area she's in, but she said, yeah, they're taking farmland from her area. Like, it's happening. People think it's not happening. Oh, it's happening.
Look up.
Our food supply is so they have interrupted our food supply on such a degree that we don't have that much longer with having food, and nobody can see that because they still go to the grocery store and they think we have food, but we are this close to having no food and having fucking crickets on our fucking plates if we don't do something. And they tell us we're gonna have it.
We already have crickets in our food. The cocksuckers are putting it in our drinks and everything.
Yeah.
And
I know.
Well, for all the people out there, if you don't believe what I'm saying, look up Oregon and look at some of the laws they've just passed down there in Oregon. They're making it illegal to farm, period, in Oregon. And Oregon is, it used to be a fairly conservative state. Like, it's up along the mountains there on the west coast, and it used to be a kind of a stronghold. But it's just turned into a complete liberal shithole now, and they are pushing that New World Order agenda full bore, no holds barred. Yeah. And that's coming up here faster than we can blink an eye.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yep, it is. That's why everyone's like, fuck Justin Trudeau, and I get it. I fly my fuck Trudeau flag too, but we have to understand, like, people have to understand, this is the WEF, this is the World Economic Forum, this is the UN, this is all those little three-letter companies all coming together for us, and they've infiltrated how many countries around the world now? How many governments have been bought out and are going along with it?
All of them. Yeah. All of them pretty well. There's only a few. There's only a few countries that are pushing back. There's starting to be a few more, but it's very sparse. It's like pushing an elephant's ass up over a hill. It is. We let that elephant eat too much.
Yeah, it went so long unnoticed because people like you who have seen it, and my mother have seen it coming for the past 20 years. not enough of us seen, so it was easy for everyone to be like, oh, they're crazy, they're crazy, they're crazy. Like, who even made the term conspiracy theorist? Where do we think that term came from, and why was that term even made?
Of
Right,
course.
to make the people who were telling the truth look crazy.
It's just like that other video I posted up of that lady at the border there at New Brunswick. She blew through that cop barricade
Yes,
there.
yeah, just to show the truth.
That's what they're doing. The cops are up on top of the hill saying that the guys down below were blocking the traffic.
Yeah, and it's them. It's just so shameful. Like, how do you go home and look at your children at the end of the day? How do you go home and look at your children at the end of the day and know that you are helping destroy their future? Like, it makes zero fucking sense to me, man. You couldn't pay me enough to ever put on one of those uniforms. In today's day, never. I would be, if I was one of those cops on the line, man, I would have stripped my uniform off right there and there and switched the side of the line. Like, I don't know how they wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, man.
I know. I don't either.
But they've been doing this. But we know, you know why? Because we know they've been doing this for years. So a lot of the good cops, a lot of, like, you know, the older ones, whatever, that believe in church, a lot of them left. A lot of them retired. They get these new young liberals, just like, you know, Justin Trudeau's our young liberal leader, whatever it is. They go for the young ones. They have, what is that thing they have? The young entrepreneurs or something. They go for them. That's it. They go for them young. They're fucking sick. They're groomers, man. They go for them young and they train them up, and the schools, that's all the schools are doing to the kids.
We're in a terrible situation. I see one of my watchers here said she thinks we're past the point of no return. I don't believe
Not
that.
yet.
I don't believe that yet.
No, I don't believe that. Not yet, but we are getting there very soon.
Yeah, we're getting close to it, but as long as we have a few hundred people that are willing to stick their necks out, it's not over yet.
No.
I can't overemphasize, though, how important it is to get the numbers out there.
Absolutely.
Strength in numbers. It doesn't matter what you do. You gotta outnumber them, and you gotta show it, and you gotta say it. You gotta do it in public. I know it's not easy for a lot of people. It wasn't easy for me at first, believe it or not.
Me neither. It was not. It was. I remember the first time I even put a megaphone in my hand, I was like, I can't do this. Like, first time I did a live. The first time you do anything, it's uncomfortable the first couple of times, but the more you do it, you grow into it, and your confidence comes, and you know in your heart you're right. And when you follow your heart and you know you're doing what's right, it comes natural after a minute. It's uncomfortable at the beginning, sure, but you get comfortable real fast. It's time for all Canadians to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, really.
One thing I
been comfortable
found
for
is
too
that
long.
first you really fear the naysayers. You don't want to
you fear what the other
off,
people. What?
But I don't give a fuck anymore.
No,
I literally, we're past that point. I swear a bit too much, and I've had some people bitch at me, but I just turn around and say, look, if my fucking swearing bothers you more than what's going on in this country and what they're doing to us, then you're fucking stupid, and I don't care whether you like my swearing or not. It doesn't matter to me. If you can't see what the problem is, then it doesn't matter if I use golden-coded Bible words all the time. You're still stupid.
Yep, I agree.
So
I agree.
I'm going to keep being me. I'm going to keep being loud. I'm going to keep cursing. And I'm going to keep fighting as long as I can. And this is my way of doing it. So.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. We appreciate you so much.
Well, thanks. I appreciate all you guys out there on the ground, too. I wish I was closer to one of them. I'd be camped there.
Yeah, look, let me flip you over. I'll bring you outside. Where's Sonny's flipper? Let me ask him. We've had the crappiest weather all of Canada has, but we're doing good.
Oh, we've
Sonny,
been really good here this week. It's been beautiful here.
I didn't hear you. Yeah, we're still alive. Flip him.
Yes.
Hey,
Sonny. It was really great talking to you.
You bet. Same here.
Here's our wonderful team.
Hey,
how's it going, folks?
Doing, man?
Support us.
Get out and support us. that was a great Crystal. Wonderful. God bless her and her daughter. God bless all these people. Here's our little camp. And here's our other freedom fighter that you met, Carbon Tech, the one and only Jeremiah, the one and only from the Bible.
Right on.
I'm going to get into my car so I can talk to you.
Yeah, it's
I've been
pretty hard
standing
to
out
hear you
there
guys.
for, yeah, now I can hear you. Good. 1 second. Let me just get my flag out the way. The sign. Just bear with me for a second there.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Okay. And there's all our team. There's the big flag. And here we are.
Right.
Okay. Now I can,
So when are you guys gonna move to that other spot?
well, it's up to Crystal. As far as I know, I've been standing out there for quite a while. Got my warm gloves. I'm just depending on her. I've got an afternoon shift. I gotta get going in around, I don't even know what time it is here.
Unfortunately, everybody's lives have to go on.
Yeah, I see 14 people live, which is good.
I'm showing 40.
Oh, you're showing 40. Okay, I see 14. Is anybody that wants to send any comments?
Yeah, we're getting a few commenters there, but no questions or anything.
Okay, no problem.
I see. But yeah, we're being watched. That's for sure.
Yes, we're being watched, and all I'm saying is we're not doing anything wrong. And I pray for each one of you. Number one thing is prayers. Number two, drink and eat healthy. I had my green tea, big glass,
Right on.
plain green tea. I had my good food. Got my licorice, all natural.
Oh yeah.
Got the deodorant. You need that for sure. and and you just gotta get out there. And like I said, make your effort. Do what? Is this the second time you have to move? Yes, Tammy, that's correct. That's the second time that we're not welcome here. Or something along the line. I don't know what's going on, but this is the second time.
Yeah. Well, she told me there's a tire shop there, right there, that complained about you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the story is. All I know is that if somebody is trying to axe a tax and try to save Canada, you know what? You should. The motels, the hotels should open their doors. The temples and the churches should open their doors and say, "Come on in," and we should have one family, one unity, helping each other.
Should be, yeah.
And those who can't make it, the ones who can't, send somebody else, and the ones who can't, send somebody else. Then, like I said, and I say this before, I'm not saying send the money, but at least, cover the gas costs or something. Don't send it to me. We need help. That's the main thing. We need help.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here. Some of them, they slept over here. God bless them, whoever slept over here last night. And
well, I told Crystal I'm going to try and make it to the Saskatchewan, Ontario one either tomorrow or Sunday.
Oh, good for you.
Well,
good for you.
I would have been there already. It's just a little bit too far for me. And if I had a place to stay there, it would have been different. I would have went down and stayed overnight.
Yes.
But it's just a little bit far for me to go all the way there and then come home that same day. And I know that sounds like a cop-out, but I'm 63 and I had a stroke, and it's not just that easy for me to sleep in my truck and shit like that. I got to be pretty careful. So
and
that's why I do this.
I was going to ask you and all your viewers out there, the ones who are listening, watching, whatever. If we can create a flyer, a small pamphlet or a flyer, do it from your printer about access tax, and try to drop it off at the Sikh temples or Hindu temples. We need that community to wake up, because all they're doing is complaining, but they're not out there. So we can just drop them as you're going. If you find a Sikh temple in Saskatoon, drop by. Just say, hey guys, I'm doing access tax and I'm doing over here. I need your support. Get the word out while you're on your way. I'm asking all, because we have a lot of Sikh temples all over Canada, right? We have a lot of Hindu temples. We have churches of which we spoke about the other day are shutting down or turning into bars. We need to get full family support of everybody.
Well, unfortunately, that is a problem. A lot of the, I know a lot of the Christian churches, the pastors and leaders of those churches, they don't want to get involved in this.
Yeah, okay, so don't get involved. I'm telling you, don't even get involved, but do a contribution.
Well, they don't even want to do that. I've had some talks with some of them, and a lot of them don't think there's any real major problems.
Okay, so they're happy to pay their 23% tax.
Yeah,
no problem.
It seems
Hi
like
to Edmonton.
It seems like
hello to Nikki. Hello to Edmonton.
Yeah, Nikki. Well, he's one of the guys that I got in contact at the Saskatchewan-Manitoba border. He's the one that set me up with the guys there. So I'm not sure. He told me he was traveling. I don't think he lives in Edmonton. I think he's either Saskatchewan or Manitoba, but I may be wrong.
Well, wherever he is, wherever you are, want to thank you for your contribution. Whatever, even if you're watching, sending the message,
for sure.
Do whatever you can, but do something. That's my thing. Do something, anything that you can.
Yeah.
But do something.
That's
right? Because we, as I was saying yesterday too, it's 23%. Tomorrow will be 30%. The other day will be 50%. The other day it could lead up to 100% if we don't put a stop to this. Once you allow something in, I'm going to say something very small here. Once you have a house party and you open the door to everybody, you're going to get a whole bunch of people come in. But if you open the house party and say selective people only, and don't want certain things, I don't want this, I don't want this, you're going to have sensible people coming in. So it's the same thing. Excuse me. If you open the door and say, okay, allow this tax of all of a sudden 23, which is stupid. I mean, to me, you know what? Somebody with sense would turn around and say, okay, it's 5% tax. We can say, we don't want it, but that's not good. But where did they come up with that 23%? Where?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know.
Tomorrow you can come up with anything. Okay, guys, pay me 48%. Okay, guys, no, I'm sorry, my mistake. Pay me 75%. And then, I'll give you a rebate. You're making double fool of the Canadians. Yeah. So you give thousands of dollars and you get rebate of what, $80 back? Isn't that making somebody double fool?
It's just like people playing the VLTs. They'll sit down and they'll piss away $2,000, and then all of a sudden they'll win $300, and then they'll come at you with the $300 saying, "Look what I won."
Yeah, look what I won.
It cost me $1,700, but I won $300. Look at that.
You're right. Now, as I've been here since the morning, I've got about 5 or 6 middle fingers. I've got one person saying to me, what are you here for? Like what? And they saw our signs. I just don't get it. Either the vaccination has messed up your brain, or
I think it has with a lot of people.
Or I think that a lot of people need a mental assessment. You need a mental assessment every month just to say that you're mentally fit. Sorry to say, I'm not trying to put anybody down, Well, we got a message. M friends, you're working from the border of Saskatoon and Manitoba. Very good. No, I
Oh,
live in.
okay.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, either mentally we're losing it, or something is happening where you've got to wake up and say, no. How can I
Um,
can't afford
a, lo-
23%.
a lot of it is Stockholm syndrome.
Yes.
People are
Oh,
so
oh, there you
conditioned
go.
to think
Yeah.
that they need the
Ma-
government to do all their thinking and hand them all
yeah.
their money. That's they're conditioned.
Yeah. Mass psychosis. The person just posted there.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly what
And
it
the jobs
is.
weren't there to hurt a lot of people. It didn't even work that way. Yeah, that's exactly. It was it did hurt a lot of people, and a lot of people refused to admit. But anyway, that jobs is a different story. But I think that something has made a lot of the Canadians lose their marbles.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay, we
agree
need
fully.
yeah, we need morality, we need sense, we need people to wake up, we need intelligent people. As Kevin O'Leary said, Canada is run by a bunch of idiots. Please Google Kevin O'Leary, and he's part of the Shark Tank or the
Yeah.
Dragon's Den. He said it.
I know.
Canada is run by a bunch of idiots, and it is. Jagmeet Singh, remove him. We don't need him,
Yeah.
right? We don't need NDP either. I'm sorry, whoever votes for NDP. We don't. Oh, hello from Quebec. Yes, Paula. Hello from Quebec.
All
We
right.
love you guys in Quebec. Hold the line. Hold the line in Hope, BC. Hold the line in Saskatoon. Hold the line wherever you are.
Hey, Paula, hello, first of all. And if you're at that Ontario-Quebec border, would you like to try and go live with me here? We had somebody else there yesterday, Jacqueline. She couldn't get on. They figured they were getting jammed with a cop radio jammer. Do you want to try it again? Sure. Okay. Well, after I'm done with Sunny here, I'll shut this
Yeah,
live down and I'll start up a
yeah,
new one. And if you wouldn't
yeah.
mind, send me a message and I'll bring you on. I'd like to get somebody there at that Quebec border, if you're okay with that. Sorry about that, Sonny. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I've been trying to get
Perfect.
somebody to come on from down there, and they can't get
Hey,
anything to work.
to me, Daryl, you might think that you're just sitting there. To me, you are doing a wonderful job. My
Oh,
hat's off to you.
thanks.
I would take it off, but it's a little chilly. So
Thanks, buddy. I
it's chilly.
appreciate that.
Got my double gloves here. So what I'm saying is, we're back to our topic is, yes, you're doing an amazing, phenomenal job. You're doing something that I can't do, which is good. You're taking that part and you're uniting Canada and getting the people to do something, some kind of contribution. We need to get out there. Today we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, about 9 or 10 cars. We got people sitting here. We picked up people that slept here last night. And I came this morning and I've got another 2 hours to go, or 3 hours, and I'm done. And just keep on going. Don't give up. Oh, by the way, Monday, whoever is in Niagara area in St. Catharines, we're going to be standing on the bridge because Niagara is going to have over 1 million people.
You think so? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they might even shut down the whole of Niagara Falls.
Oh, really?
So the Niagara town.
Well,
so we're going to be in St. Catharines.
Do you know Josh, Mr. Freedom?
Yes, of course, and his father John. Yes.
I've had him on my show, and I'm hoping that he will be there again at that Niagara one, and I'm hoping I can get him to come on again too, as well as you, by all means. Like if you're going to be there, just do what you did here this morning. Send me a text, and I actually I don't have the internet on my phone anymore because I'm usually at home, so I use my Starlink Wi-Fi. But I think I'm gonna put a plan back on my phone for if I'm gonna travel to those other protest sites. I might as well have the internet again. So I'll probably do that. I'll get it put on here again. I've just been working off Wi-Fi's. I'm in town right now, working
Yeah.
off the grocery store's Wi-Fi. It's,
Yeah.
it's actually pretty good. I'm having less trouble here than I do at home with my Starlink.
And I just read Kristen's message, just speaking to workers about Trudeau, and I asked her, and she said it's all conspiracy theories about WEF.
Yeah.
I got your message. Just read that message. Yeah, you're right. You know what? Whatever they call us, conspiracy theorists, whatever they want to call us, that's okay. Main thing is
Well,
we're here to fight injustice. That's the main thing. Fight injustice.
I believe that someday soon there's going to be a reckoning that either one of two things is going to happen. It's people like
Yes.
that, like I said, they're going to snap awake and say, hey, those loudmouth bastards were right. I should have helped
Yeah.
them. I should have stood up. Or
Yeah.
they're going to be dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Either or.
That's their two options, the way I look at it. Now, if you're still getting all those boosters and all that, your days are numbered.
Yes. Yes. I'm on live with our great gentleman there and the whole team and everybody.
Perfect.
No problem. He's just asking why, because I was standing on the road for a couple of hours. He was just asking a few,
Oh,
what's going on.
maybe you thought you were losing it. You're talking to yourself and swinging your arms around.
Yeah. We need to get out there. We need to make an effort. Do whatever you can. I keep on repeating myself.
Yeah.
Every effort counts, whether it's
it does.
online, whether it's stopping.
I'm gonna.
I stopped by the.
I'm gonna have to shut this down because
No problem.
the wife is just coming back to the truck with groceries, and I'm gonna have to head home. So good talking with you guys again, and
thank you. God bless.
Yeah.
Please, just my last request, everybody, including yourself, do a prayer for everybody, from Vancouver to Quebec to Ontario to Saskatoon. I don't care where you guys are. Maybe you're one person standing in the corner. Please do a prayer.
Exactly.
Prayer counts.
Yeah, you bet. Well, as
you're on
always,
the right side
thanks
of
for
history.
coming on with us here, and by all means, don't be a stranger.
Yes, thank you for your and thank you, Paula. Thank you, Kevin. All those guys. Your messages means a lot.
Definitely.
We love you guys. Canada, make Canada great again.
Everybody out there knows that I appreciate them coming on here.
Yeah.
And I always thank them. Without them, this would all be a waste of time.
Yes.
I'm glad they come on and support.
To get back out. Yes, time for me to get back out there again.
Okay, Sonny. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Later.
Peace and love. Yeah, we all matter. Thank you. Bye-bye.